When I was 12, about 12 in standard 6, I was sexually abused. Yani, he drive the car, I told him, where are we going, Pastor? Now I start feeling, shaking, that I shaked, and he told me, don't die in my car.
Allow me to introduce to you a young lady by the name Jecinta Wanja. Jecinta, welcome to our studios.
Thank you.
Jecinta, how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
You're 18 years old.
Yes.
And what work do you do?
I'm a house girl.
You're a house girl.
Yes.
When did you leave school?
1998.
In what class?
1999, sorry.
99. In what class?
In standard 8.
You left school in standard 8.
Yes.
How did you do in standard 8?
I did perform quite good, but I had 385.
385 points.
Mm.
Okay. Why didn't you try to go to high school?
I tried always I can. It didn't work. I looked for sponsors. I remember in 2000 I tried to book as a private candidate to repeat standard 8, but it was impossible. My uncle came to pick me so that I can go back to school. But my father was very violent. Very violent. Couldn't let it.
He wouldn't let you do that.
Yes.
In which school did you do your KCPE?
It is at Nyeri. It's called Charity Primary School. Moiga.
How long had you been in that school?
That school, it was 1 year, only in standard 8, but from pre-unit to standard 7, here at Nairobi, the Abu Primary School at Kayole.
Why did you have to go to Nyeri for your exams?
I remember in 1998, my mom separated with my dad. She went to the Lulo area, and live alone 1998 with only my dad. My elder sister was already married, and we were living with my sister and my brother. So it was very difficult until I decided to tell my dad, now I'm not living at Nairobi again, and if I'm going to live at Nairobi again, I'm not continuing school. I have to leave it. Yeah.
Okay. So your parents separated in 98?
Yes.
Which meant that you had to go to... How much do you think that contributed to your not doing so well?
Violence at home. Thinking who will take me to school. And my mom was very strict. Also, although she was a Christian, and I loved her very much. But when I was doing my KCPE, I remember, when I finished the paper, I start thinking, what about when my dad will refuse to take me to secondary school? What will I do? That's what were the thoughts in my mind. In fact, in other classes, I performed very well. When I received the results, I couldn't believe it.
Just take us through what was going on in your mind. What was happening to you at that time?
The only thing I could think it's about our family, but alone. And how is my future? And how it will turn to. My father was very violent. He could come to visit us at the Lulo area. Then I had a sister who was, I was like, I felt like nobody loved me. Because the way I've been brought up, even my sister, they could act as if they hate me. I remember one day I started to ask my aunt, well, where is my little family? I remember in 1998, they used to beat me. When my mom was not there, my father didn't take any action. So when I was doing my KCPE, I just wondered. There was a question in my mind. Is this my little family? Where did I come from? Is this my little father? And if he is my little father, why is he doing this to us? Why do they hate me most? Even my sister could not take a cup which I have used. They could wash it with soap. Sometimes they could insult me. Just wondered whether they are my own sister. But I thank God now. I'm able to forgive them and to love them more and to think about them and their future.
Let's go back to your life in primary school before you went to Nyeri.
Yeah.
Tell us about the school you went to.
I was performing well at school.
Explain what kind of performance you had.
In fact, each and every class I could be the first.
Number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kweli?
Number 1, 2, or 3.
Number 1, 2, or 3?
Yes.
Which were your favorite subjects?
Mathematics.
Yes. English?
So I didn't perform it very well, but I tried. Then home science. CRE was my perfect.
CRE, you are perfect.
Yeah, I was perfect at that.
And you used to enjoy school?
Yeah, very much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your school reports would say, Jecinta, what would they say?
Yeah.
What would the report say?
I was a polite girl. You could never see me in a list of noisemakers. I can't count how many times I was beaten at school. No.
Tell us a little bit about your family. Your parents did get on with each other.
Yeah.
Tell us first of all about your father. What kind of person?
He was drunkard. He could drink. He could stay even a month without coming home. If he comes, just beating my mother.
What work was your father doing?
He was a mechanic.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Good mechanic, bad mechanic?
Good.
Very
In
good.
fact, the people at Kayole used to call him one touch.
What?
One touch.
One touch?
Yeah.
What does one touch mean?
When he touches a car, it goes. Yeah.
So your dad is a famous man called one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just like he would touch a motor car like this, when he came home,
He could be, and start quarreling. Sometimes he could be jailed. I don't know why.
jailed.
Yeah.
So one touch was a jailbird.
Yeah. Then my mother goes and looks some money, anaenda anamtoa. But when he comes home,
Tell us about a day you remember that this man called One Touch came home and was particularly violent. What happened?
I remember in 1995, I was 10 years old, but I can't remember.
Okay.
My father that time was living at Dika. Then he came back home with a little boy. Even my mom had a little boy about 3 months. When he came with a little boy, we wake up all of us. He told us, this is our brother. My elder brother is called Monga. So he told us, this is a small Monga I've brought.
Now to your mother.
Yeah. My mother asked him, where did this boy come from? He told us that her mother just gave it to him. My mom was very kind. He took the boy, he nursed the boy very well that I couldn't imagine. Then he took back the boy to her mother. Her mother was our father's second wife. And even she passed away just January this year.
Tell us a little about your mother. Let's give us a feel of your mother. What kind of person is your mother?
My mom was very kind to us, to other people. She worked very hard to see our future. She was a Christian, and she was a servant of God. And even if you can ask, even the brothers of my father liked her more than my father. So she was very kind to other people, helpful. And she was very good to us. That's all I can say about her.
Where
But
is your mother now?
my mom, she passed at 2001, November.
Your mother died in the year 2001.
Yeah,
Which month?
November.
November.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
She was just sick. We didn't know what was going on. When she went to hospital, she went with my dad. She came back. She started being badly off. I think she was stressed. She couldn't imagine she can get AIDS.
Sorry?
She couldn't imagine if she can get AIDS.
AIDS.
And so she was very stressed.
So what you're saying your mother died of?
AIDS.
How do you know your mother died of AIDS?
Yeah, when she started being sick, around 2000, I started suspecting, but I didn't have a proof to prove that she have AIDS. I remember one day she got sick, and also my father got sick, and I suspected maybe because of the nini tabia ya baba yangu. I suspected.
What do you mean tabia ya baba yako?
No. What can I say about him?
Just frankly, anything you want to say frankly.
He could come with other women in the house, chase us away, and be left there.
Where is your father now?
He died on this year, July.
So your father died in July of 2003.
Yeah.
Because we are talking to Jecinta Wanja, an 18-year-old girl who left school in standard 8, and a girl who is now telling us that both her parents died of AIDS recently. When we come back, she will tell us a little bit more about her work, where she lives, and her other experiences in her life. We'll be back in just a moment.
Have you been blessed by family media?
Help bless others by calling 0900 558 009 now and sow a seed of faith of 60 shillings. When you call 0900 558 009, you automatically sow a seed of 60 shillings.
It will go a long way as we expand and preach Jesus countrywide. Call now 0900 558 009 and help preach Jesus Christ through family media, the station you love.
Out there, someone needs a friend. Walk against the wind into a place that's strange and unfamiliar.
Now, Jecinta, you are now working, well, tell us, where are you working now?
At Totally Village as a house girl. Yeah.
Tell us something about your employer.
She's nice. She's too kind. There's one time I was a house girl at Wanja, and I can't compare it.
Tell us about work as a house girl. Tell us first of all about your work at Umoja, and then you can come to your current work environment.
At Umoja, the couple I was living with, they were not Christian, and also they were HIV also, and sometimes they could harass me.
How would
insult
they
me.
harass you?
No.
Tell us about a typical day as a house girl. What time would you start work?
My work,
Yes.
wake up in the morning.
What time?
At Umoja, I was waking up at 10:30.
No, 4:30.
No, 4:30, sorry.
4:30 in the morning, yes?
4:30 in the morning.
Yes.
I could prepare breakfast, wash the house, clean the house, wash the car.
So breakfast, Clean the house, clean the car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then clothes.
Then wash clothes.
Yeah. I was cooking. There were dogs there. I was cooking for them. Then I was preparing the child to go to school. He was a boy, 13 years old.
How old are you yourself?
I was 17.
So you're 17 years. Okay, fine, all right.
I was 17 at that time. Then I could, when I ironed the clothes.
What time would you eventually finish work?
About 9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
So by 10 o'clock you'd be in bed,
Yeah.
only to start all over again.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your situation like now?
Now I wake up at 5:30. Only when my boss is going early in the morning. But when she's not going early in the morning, I wake up at 6, prepare for breakfast.
Tell us about the difference in the way the two bosses treat you. In what ways are the two bosses different in the way they treat you?
The one I'm living with, she's good. She's a Christian. And we talk with her. She's very frank with me. She advises me. And the other one, I could sit at the sitting room. Now, anytime